The Custom Knife Factory Barm is a new addition to the ever-expanding and increasingly impressive CKF lineup. They always seem to take something that seems so simple on paper and elevate it above anyone's expectations. This piece is unlike any you have seen before. The Custom Knife Factory Barm comes with its own design language that leaves your eyes feasting on every detail. When you see the specs on paper and see the photos, you see the striking choices that were made to make this piece worthy of one of the greatest knife brands of the modern era of knife making. What makes Custom Knife Factory so unique as a brand is their dedication to serving the community as a whole and lending a helping hand to budding knife designers. Based in Russia, it became the company we know today in 2013. The family-run business recognized a gap within the knife market where there was less emphasis on elevated value for the modern knife collector. The company itself is dedicated to the utmost in craftsmanship and quality. They are production knives that have a level of attention to detail that are on par to their custom counterparts. The designer of this specific piece is a CKF mainstay, Alexei Konygin. One of his most well-known pieces is the CKF Decepticon, which has gone on to be a bona fide classic within the knife community for good reason. Where the Decepticon and the Barm differ are in simplicity. The Decepticon is a very busy knife in terms of design. It almost has a skeletonized handle that you can see right through. The Barm has gone for a more classic and simple approach. The first thing that catches the eye is a little sliver of mirror polishing that is peeking out from the spine of the blade in the closed position. The blade is made from M398 and has been done in a full black DLC coating. The blade has this deep and rich black color that is reminiscent of the deepest recesses of the galaxy. Where you can get lost in the blackness of space, so can you get lost looking down into this ultimate piece of everyday carry mastery. Contrasting the mirror cutout on the blade, the rest is done in a hand-rubbed satin finish. The finish is uniform across the blade and does an amazing job of trapping the light around it, almost absorbing it. The blade itself is 4 inches in length, making it a knife on the larger side. Along the spine of the blade, there's a tight group of jimping that leads right into the handle to provide steady and secure thumb placements. Towards the base of the knife, there is a cutout that isn't big enough to be the thumb hole for flipping, and neither is it exposed when closed. The only real reason I can see that they would add this would be to match the similarly shaped lanyard hole at the base of the handle to add a sense of balance within the design. That makes for a perfect segue into the handle of the Barm. The handle is of titanium construction and also has the same black DLC coating. The finish on the handle itself differs from the blade. The finish looks to be almost stone-washed with a more dull and less reflective quality to it, but it still achieves an incredible level of richness. The only drawback I've noticed is that it has a tendency to leave substantial fingerprints after minimal contact. Looking at it, you have to use some critical thinking as to how they went about putting this piece together. On each side, there is only a single visible screw. On the forward-facing scale is located towards the back of the knife next to the lanyard hole and the CKF engraved logo. On the rear scale is located towards the blade. Each screw independently into the opposite scale, but just enough to where it doesn't show through to the other side. The pivot is absolutely masterful. No need to worry about breaking it in. It comes just the way God intended. It is buttery smooth with little to no resistance. It satisfyingly locks into place with its frame lock. Closing it is equally satisfying. Carrying this knife would be an absolute joy to any knife connoisseur. I would recommend this piece to anyone. Custom Knife Factory provides quality knives that well exceed the cost. Anyone who enjoys a cohesive and smart design language, this is the knife for you. If you want a piece that is soon to be a knife legend, get them while you can. They are sold out everywhere and are hot on the secondary market. Any way you cut it, this knife will suit all of your slicing and dicing needs.